Hey everyone, second day on our tour in Florida, still bright and sunny, and we are at our first stop, Edge Escape Rooms. We're going to try 2 games here. They're going to be a lot of fun, I think. It's our first time visiting this location, so come in and check it out with me. Huge shopping complex, so plenty of parking right outside. Like and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? It's Brandon from Escape the Rumors. We are continuing our tour, our mini tour in Florida, and we are in Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee?
Kissimmee.
I know, there's always a debate. I'm always getting corrected. Kissimmee, Florida. And we are at Edge Escape Room, and I'm with Jason. Jason, how are you?
Doing great. I'm very glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us. Jason is the owner, and he has 4 games here. We're playing 2 of them because, you know, we still have a lot more to get through today. It's bright and early. But let's get into it. Jason, I got to ask you, out of the 4 games that you have available, which seems to be the most popular?
It really depends on the people playing.
Okay.
Because everybody has different interests. Right now, personally, I'm really loving Jewel Escape, which you guys will be playing today, Jewel Heist. You know, between Wonderland and School of Magic, you get a different crowd set there. Mm-hmm. And then Adventure for really the more experienced people that are looking for a challenge.
Okay, so Adventure is the most difficult.
It is.
Okay, which is the easiest? Like, which is the one you would recommend beginners to start with?
Typically, we start people either Wonderland or School of Magic, but we've tried to design all of our rooms so the puzzles get to a different mindset. Mm-hmm. So it's surprising. We've had some enthusiasts come and they play School of Magic and they say that was much more harder than Adventure.
Oh, that's true. So everybody has like their different skill set. So,
yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, we are actually in Wonderland, one part of it. So now you have 1 location.
Correct.
Do you have any updates? Any things that you want to like air out right now in terms of what's to come in the near future?
The big thing for us in the future is we're looking to do a pop-up for over the holiday season. Okay. We really want to capture the Halloween and Christmas crowds. All of our rooms are family friendly. Mm-hmm. We developed on a family friendly basis. So we thought we need to get something that captures that Halloween, Christmassy crowd. So
yeah, people love the eerie,
horror
themed escape. Well, not horror, but a little bit more of an eerie themed escape room. When did you open, by the way?
We opened in 23 in late September of 23.
Okay.
So we've just been open a little over a year right now.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So let me ask you, since you opened until now, as an owner, is there anything you've learned or things that you've picked up, like, or any advice you want to share for any future owners in the escape room industry?
First off, I would recommend for any future owners, absolutely reach out to people that own escape rooms. It's a really tight-knit community. People are always helping each other.
Well, in Florida, it's a tight-knit community.
Oh, okay.
Definitely in Florida.
And you can gain so much experience just by talking to somebody else. I mean, maybe they won't tell you all the tips and tricks, but they can get you a long way ahead. If you haven't worked in an escape room before, you know, take a part-time job in one for a few months before you open. You'll learn a lot. But you cannot do enough research and background before you begin and before you dive in.
Yeah, especially when you love it and you love what you do. I mean, it kind of just makes it all more worth it, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, you're an owner. I know you're a busy guy. You're here running things. Do you still game master?
Occasionally I do.
Okay.
Although I'll be honest, like all my game masters will tell me, like, get off the game mastering, we'll take care of it.
Okay.
Your clues are bad or...
Well, all right, if it's not you, maybe one of your game masters have said something to you, but we always love to hear stories of what players are doing in the room while you're watching them on a camera. Like funny stories, crazy stories. If you or any of your game masters have seen anything, we'd love to hear a story.
Well,
Crazier the better.
yeah, people don't ever realize that we can hear them just as much as you know we can talk to them, and we're hearing them the whole time. So, I mean, we've had everything from like when people are disagreeing on clues to having those fights to people proposing to each other, you know, which is always awesome. For me, the best stories about a game mastering is when our game masters really interact with the guests. And we had one group come in, and you know, we're family friendly, so they brought their kids, and the one little girl didn't want to play whatsoever.
Okay.
And our game master like literally walked her through, holding her hand all the way through all the puzzles, and talked to her the whole time.
Yeah.
And we got to watch them do that. And sometimes we'll broadcast it over the lobby when people are playing.
When they're in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just a great experience for all of us watching how that interaction went. I mean, I know that's not as crazy or funny, but for me, it's just a heartfelt story that it kind of shows the caring that I really want to encourage it on Game Masters. Make sure everybody has the time of their lives.
Yeah. Also, I think it's one of the first I've heard of airing the live stream of players in the room in the lobby, which is pretty cool. It's a cool concept because you're kind of giving them a little bit, you're advertising, right? Also, but you're also giving them a little taste of what they can expect.
Yeah, and one of our game masters, honestly, like all of our game masters have a skill they bring. One of them has a tech skill, and we were doing birthday parties, and they came up with it like, and actually the mothers asked us, they're like, you know what? We want to see what our kids are doing in those rooms and how they're behaving. Like, you know, is Johnny really as good as he says he is?
Right. Is he playing video games in the corner?
Oh, yeah. Or is he being rude to his friends? Or how is the interaction? So what we started doing was we did the birthday parties, and we let the parents watch their kids play in the lobby. And then it just rolled from there. Like, people are like, oh, I'm not really into escape rooms, but I want to see these people play. We'll play a little clip for them, try to keep out the spoilers, but then it just gets people involved.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that story. Really appreciate it. Now, where the hell is the tea that we ordered?
Yeah, I know. We got a little dessert here for you, but
I'm getting a little bit hangry. Off with his head.
Opposite.
Can we take a look around and
Absolutely.
see
Let's go to some of their rooms. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's check it out. Oh, wow. Okay, you said another room, but I feel like we're in another dimension. This is really cool. What game is this?
This is a School of Magic.
School of Magic. Oh,
where everybody can find out they got a little bit of magic in them, and as you just found out yourself.
I didn't even know until I came to Edge Escape Rooms. Well, let me put this aside because I don't want to lose this. All right, so Jason, I gotta ask you, you play escape rooms?
I absolutely play escape rooms.
When did you start playing escape rooms? Like what year, approximately?
What year? Probably 2005.
Okay, and do you know your number?
I'm at 74.
74. Wow, that's pretty exact. You're keeping a spreadsheet?
Well, you know, Morty is a big friend of ours, and they've really made it easy to keep track of all your counts. So
cool. Well, let me ask you something. What was a game that stood out for you? It doesn't have to be your favorite. Preferably the name of the company and the game. We'll start off with one that's a Florida company, one that's local. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
You know, for me, when I moved to Florida, one of the first ones I did, Doldrick's, which is classic. After Spoopy, and that was great. But since I've been here, like Escape Ventures, fantastic.
Which one?
Arctic. I love the Arctic, but Bros for Life was also fantastic for us. And I'll tell you, Think, who has been super helpful for us starting out as a new company. they just introduced a new one. Two Can Keep a Secret.
Yep, we're playing that later today.
Oh,
So.
I'll tell you, it's fantastic. So.
All right. Well, shout out to those 3 companies: Doldrick, Escape Ventures, and Think Escape. And you play outside of Florida, I'm assuming too.
I do.
What was one that stood out for you outside of Florida?
Oh, geez. Chicago, I hit a couple, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be able to, I can't remember the names of the companies on the spot.
I might be able to help you. Do you know the game or?
It was this like, yeah, it was an 80s flashback game at the mall in Chicago. But,
okay. Guys, help me out. Type it in the comment section if you know what he's talking about. It's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago. Yep, it's up at the mall. By
at a mall, and
Six
it's
Flags.
80s flashback.
Yeah.
6 Flags.
Yeah, near Six Flags.
Near
Yeah.
6 Flags
Yeah.
Mall.
I think it's Gurney Mall.
Okay, in Gurney. You guys make sure you, if you know it, write it down below. Give them a shout out. All right, well, thanks for sharing that. One last question I have for you is something that most people don't know about you outside of Edge Escape Rooms, non-escape room related. Talent, hobby, something you like to do.
Well, I love scuba diving.
Ooh, okay.
It's an awesome adventure, and it's kind of like it's like a little bit of an escape room underwater. You go and find different things, and
Yeah.
it's just so peaceful and quiet.
How long have you been doing that?
Oh, for about 25 years now.
Wow. So you must have seen some really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If I've gotten face to face with a hammerhead shark, I mean, it's just crazy stuff down there.
First thing you do when a shark approaches you.
Don't panic.
Second thing you do when a shark approaches you. Don't panic, and then?
Try to get your camera because you really want to get a picture of it.
Okay, so we've heard other stuff where you have to look them in the eye and push their head down.
Well, if they the nose thing,
is that
I've been
true or
lucky.
false?
Never had any issue with that.
Okay, so not that close.
No, the movies play a lot different perspective of sharks than they really are under the water. Like it might be a curiosity to them, but they're not going to bug you.
Okay, well, make sure you have your camera ready and don't panic. Those words of advice from a guy scuba diving for 25 years. Well, hey, we're excited to get in there. We're playing Jewel Heist, and what was the second one that we were attempting?
Adventure,
their most difficult one. And it's bright and early, but we're going to see what those are about. But yeah, make sure you visit our website, ESCAPETHEROOMers.com, so you know what we thought of those 2 games. And also, do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're showing you what to expect when you get to these companies like Edge Escape Rooms, the parking lot, the lobby area, sneak peeks inside of the rooms, and I get to talk with really cool people like Jason to learn more about the company and the thought process behind building these companies and creating these games. And make it on over to Edge Escape Rooms in Kissimmee, Florida.
There you go. You're not your local.
Thanks for having us. Peace out.
for me to use. One hit left for me to move. Time is running out, gotta figure something out.